what I did yesterday, because Stitch was busy painting the framework for this door, she had this all laid out just by eye. So I took a dowel and I taped it up and shoved it in the handle hole so we had a center point. And then this Maxwell House coffee lid was just the right size. And then I came in and I struck this radius because we want the starburst effect away from the knob, and we wanted them all even. So then I took the dividers and I put a crosshair here and here, and then it was just simply taking the dividers and adjusting them and walked it around. And I walked it around until I had the right distance, which this is the right distance. I haven't touched it. So, and I walked it around, came in and put little check marks off of
the center
point of my dot. And that left us with all of these little 1/2-inch lines as the base for the center.
Doorknob that will go back on this door. And as you can see, Crafty got this done for me. And as I said, this was all done just by eye. So this has to be incremented just like this was incremented. So now I just took a little screw, string, pencil, struck an arc on here. So now that is of even spacing from here to here. Now I can take the divider, as Crafty did, to measure this out. And what I will do is I will take the measurement from halfway point and find center of that and then go from there. So through a few trials, I narrowed this down to where I feel that it's pretty darn close. And again, this isn't precision work, so it doesn't matter if it's off just a tad. But just a guide. So here, we'll walk this over.
2,
3, 4. Oh, we're just a tad big, but you know what? That's okay. Now that I have these hash marks all drawn out here, I've got the marks for where I'm going to lay the flat stock rod. But I want to clean all this off because you don't want any of this bleeding through on your paint. So I'm going to sand all this off, but I have to maintain these marks of where they're at.
we have it hanging from the garage door track. She's got it prepped. Yesterday was all the layout and the cutting of all of the pieces of aluminum, which are done. And now she's using her airless sprayer.
Home Right Finish Max Super.
The Super Max Finish Man. We'll see how that goes. Hey, stand by. We'll be back in a minute. You got paint. You got paint on your head. All right. Well, I think it's going to be okay.
Yeah, it's not like a real fine finish spray gun by any means, but the paint that I'm using is Benjamin Moore Advanced. It's like a hybrid. It's an alkyd. It has alkyd properties, but it's a waterborne. And if you let this dry like too much on your brush or roller, it won't wash out. It's got properties of an oil base, an alkyd, and it lays out like an alkyd, and the strength of it is like an oil base, but it is soap and water wash up if you get to it soon enough.
We're going to let this kick off and see if it flattens out a little bit, and if it does not, there's a lot of orange peel there, we'll add a little agua. Well, we are back. The Stitch is putting on the starburst aluminum strips. Thank you. I was kind of had a loss. I sanded them with 320, then I hit them with
the
red Scotch Brite.
Yeah. And here it is. Drab to fab. Check it out. I like it. Turned out pretty cool. Inexpensive hollow core door from the box store. 50 bucks, 60 bucks. They were pre-primed, just white. Put a nice quality paint job on it. We bought these aluminum strips at the hardware store. They were 8-foot lengths. They were, I think, $8 a piece. We had three of them that we bought, and there was minimal waste. So 25 bucks into the strips, 50 in the door. Add the paint, this knob, forget how much it is. So probably around 100 bucks or less.
Yeah, about 100.
We made this pretty sweet looking door from something very, very plain and generic. There it is.
It is, and it goes
pretty cool.
beautiful in our vintage little house trailer that we live in.